Hello there.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a fantastic and wonderful time. I'm tiny. I'm very, very tiny. That's because, even though I'm in the game, technically, there's still things I can scroll in and out. Look at this. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. Bill, hello, good evening. Every day has been awesome. Ember, we're looking for a cute hedgehog. Okay, if we see any, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Oh, you can't threaten me with a knife. You can't threaten me with a knife. I'm knife proof. I have Kevlar quills. Yeah. Today we are going to play more Foundry. Oh, I bet nobody expected that. Nobody expected that. Nobody expected us to play more Foundry today. Such a shock and it surprised everybody, I bet, that we're going to play some Foundry. But yeah. Right. So I walked into your knife. Well, now your knife is damaged, and you'll have to get a new one. Yeah. Let me do the Wow, that's not how you spell Twitch. It's not even remotely close to how you spell Twitch. There we go, that's better. Bing, bing, bing. There we go. Awesome. Yeah. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Don't bring a gun to a hedgehog fight. Yeah. Okay. You do? Where? I want to see some cute hedgehogs. God dang, game goes silent every time you do that. Yeah. Me? I'm not cute. I'm look, I'm in a professional suit. Okay, I'm not cute. I am business. I'm all business. Okay? Don't know what you're going to do. I'm going to get a human model at some point, and then you'll be like, aha, I'm not a cute hedgehog now because I'm a human. Although I will be a human hedgehog. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's go to here. Zoom. And let's see what we want to do here. Yeah. Want a pet hedgehog? I don't know if you can have pet hedgehogs in certain places. I know some places do let you have pet hedgehogs, but I don't know. So I wanted to change this up so that we have the trains, instead of them stopping here empty, they'd fill and then stop. And then I realised that we'd have a problem, that if we had a second place for that, like a second a second Ignium vein running, because I don't even know if we're tapping into all 13 veins here, but if we had a second Ignium vein running, the parking would have to be named differently, which means the trains would have to go to specific places, which is not really what I want to do. So the other option I have, and this is also something I don't really want to do necessarily, is have a central area where Ignium gets dropped off. And then all the trains take it from the Ignium stuff that's near the centre of the map. I think if I put the bypass in, this would be fine. It also needs a couple more stations. It very much needs a couple more stations. So let's do that, shall we? Let's let me. Right, this one is wrong. We'll go 2, and then we turn in, and then that will connect to there. Then we go 2, and we turn in, 2, in, 2, in. I think that's where I'm going to stop for the moment. And you'll come all the way down to here. Now I could actually stop you further back, but it doesn't really matter where I'll stop you. Right, that's wrong. Hold on. What the? Oh, that's using a large curve. Oh. Oh, was we trying to do the large curves here? Was that what? Oh, I say. Ah, there's batteries here, which are the problem. Not that the batteries are actually physically needed here, so let's get rid of those. They're just there in case of an emergency, and if we have an emergency of night life Ignium at the Ignium vein, then we have more than an emergency. We have a serious situation on our hands. So, can I change all these then to be the larger swoopy ones? I mean, I can, but then this has to be moved, which is fine because that's our fracking one, which could definitely come in sharper. Right, let's get rid of this one. Boop. Let me let that train go by, and then we're going to disconnect the rail here, so the trains are all going to freak out. That's okay. Right. Doopy doopy doop. Right, get rid of that guy and these. In fact, get rid of all of this for a moment, because all of this is wrong. 2, and then we go down to there. So this is a chain signal there. Lost down a hedgehog wall. I don't have AC. I don't have AC. They're not getting any here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can have 5 trains waiting here. Okay, and then I just want to repeat this out as we go, right? So find that one, go 2. Down to there. Then do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. It means this can be allowed to have 6 parking spaces on it. However, this one also needs a. You just have a standard one like that. Excuse me. Then you can have a station there, which is called. Underscore Alien Vein. Okay, so that's our stop if we ever want to drive up here with our train. Okay. Open the map once to discover all the trains. Bing! Bing, 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 bing. We have 57 trains. I'll go. Oh no, it's not right. State. Don't know how many. Components pick up? No. Ignium or drop off. What? 1. So we have 6 drop offs. But I have no way of finding out how many. There are 5 inbound trains apparently to here. Okay. Well, let's leave that alone. Let's go back and find the other lane we need to bring in. So we got a lane here, which we want to bring in, connect to there, so that some of the Alien trains can come this way if they're going up here and doing stuff. Get up here. We also should probably run a lane. Well, not there. That'd be a bad idea. Smash like bombs from DNF, alright? It's Ignium, we need Ignium. But hello Dragon, I hope you're having a good day today. Thank you for stopping by. right down here and run the train line up. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay. So. Oh, I wonder if I could build a crazy connection here. Do we want to look up some random Factorio train line connection and see if we can rebuild it in Foundry so that none of the trains ever have to stop? Where are we? Oh, too far. We can figure one out. Out. Right. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh. Pink. Oh, I need to confirm. And then destroy. Confirm. Oh. That one. Get rid of all the random stuff on the floating above the head. Oh, we're here. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Right, okay. I just need to remove you, and that's it. Okay. So how would we build a T-junction? We wanted a T-junction. Do we want a T-junction doing across here? I don't know what's going to be around here. Not really. For the minute, we're doing fine. How would I build a T-junction where no lane is ever blocked? Tag, hello, hello, good evening.
Hello there.
Hello there indeed. I hope you're having a good day today. That one's easy. That one can turn left.
Hello there.
That's fine. But then that one turn left.
Sakitra is on a 130 stream streak. Awesome.
Thank you very much. 130 streams. Awesome. Thank you so much. You've been here for 130 consecutive days. Thank you for willing to spend your time with an old hedgehog. So that one's easy. That one's easy. Nope. May have confused the trains. We don't have any signals in here, do we? I don't know if any trains are going to start using this. It should be fine. It should be fine. I might disconnect this bypass for a moment because Yeah, let's disconnect this bypass. Just so no train comes up here and doesn't confuse the system. So yeah, so they're the easy ones. So left turns left at, but left wants to turn down there and join that track. I would have to come out, go up, go along, turn in, turn down and reconnect. Okay. Let's go over here. Like that. Okay. And then we can bring you out to there. And go one further and bring you out to there. So that's that one done. Okay. So this track needs to connect to that track. So it's going to have to go out like that, then go up at least 6, which I don't have the train tracks for. That's annoying. Connect that one if you can. Oh, there's no power over here. There's no power over here at all. Ah. The power for the ignium is independent. Let's use all the steel I have up to make loads of tracks. There you go. Right, okay. So that will go up there. And it needs to turn around and needs to be, I think, there. I'm down to there. In one and then go like that. And I can't believe I got that right first time. Can't quite believe I got that right first time. Good guess on the old delivery. In fact, no, I am correct. I am correct. That is exactly the right distance that we need to go. Wow. Okay. The problem is, however, this line needs to connect to that one, which it can't do because we can't go up and over. We'd have to go down and under. I don't have to do this. I know I don't have to do this. I just want to. I just want to do something a bit different. So if we go out by one and then in like that, you can't go like this. Well, you can go like this. But you can't turn that way because then you'd be crossing that track there. So either you have to go up another, or you have to go down and under. Oh no, we have to then, once it's gone under, go back up again And do that. Perfectly symmetrical. Right, let me do that there. Wanderer, hello, good evening. There we go. And then that has signals. Chain signal. Chain signal. And then stop signal like that. Okay. And then after this, for the up, we have a stop and a stop. And then here we have a that. And the same for here. So coming in, we have chain signals, and then you don't need to going out. You need to, you do need a chain signal there because you split out. You need a stop, and then you need one of those because you're an output as well. I think that's it. That central piece there would be one piece. Although we could split it with a chain signal in the center. And the train coming this way and the train coming that way won't block each other. Okay. What I didn't do with the other one that we built over here, I never copied it to... Did I make a blueprint of it? I don't remember. I don't remember if I made a blueprint of it. I did make a blueprint of it. Right, awesome. Okay, so we'll do the same for this one. Doop. That's a little high. There. Okay. And then before I do that, let me just have a double check whether I could maybe break up these tracks here as well. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Technically, I can put a signal there, which means I can do the same here. One there. Oh, no, that's the wrong side. So trains can actually, 2 trains can use that segment of track. Right, let's give it a go. Give it a go. Fail copy in place. No dirt. No stone. Just tracks, just signals. Save as track T junction. And track T. Save. Okay, I wanted to edit a blue. Can I edit a blueprint? This one. Hallway intersection. There we go. Can't change the thing over here. Okay. Right, so collect all the rails. Then we need to paste it in. Dum, dum, dum. Like that. Okay. So full bounce, nope. Minimal. Just demolish the terrain. In fact, confirm paste. Correct everything that's in the way. And paste. Oh, that signal's red. That means the train's coming. You're going to go straight through. Meow. This is disconnected here. Let's connect this up here. Then let's put signals in down here. Let me set that to normal one. I don't think he is live, but he was here just a moment ago. So confirm copy, and then I want to replace this one with a chain signal. And that. Oh, hello. Why won't this? Oh, okay. Ah, no. Boo. 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 Oh. Can't come this way. Who are you? Second ball pickup. Nice. You chose to go a different route. Except that is completely blocked off. That entire track though is blocked off. Right, okay, so I want to go from here. Hey, train. Woo. To there. Okay. Confirm copy in place. That's what I want. Okay. Go, 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 go. It's not that long of a track. Okay, so power runs to here, does it? Okay. Two are blocked. I don't know why two are blocked, but we're going to confirm paste that anyway. There we go. So now there's every 24 there's a signal. There's a bit more here. That's fine. Take me to nice. Nice. So we go up and over. That was beautifully awesome. Now I want one that takes me the other way. Any trains coming this way? Ooh. That take a bit of load off there as well. Know what you're going to do? You're going up and around. Nice. But the trains that come this way, if they want to turn left, oh, we'll just instantly turn left. That's okay. Yeah. They're coming along here. And they just go, hey, I want to go left. So they go left. No, not that. But the trains that come down the track, this is the one. Around these trees. Ah, but you... Damn it, missed it. You go down, under, round, back up again. Zoom. There you go. So no trains cross here. The only actual part where they cross is where they rejoin the sections. So this is a completely free flowing train system. More complicated to build, better for throughput. No trains have to wait at the junction to do anything. Right. Who's going to come this way? Beautiful, beautiful. Right, we added more parking up for the Ignum as well. So there's more trains that can stop here now. It's loading faster. Okay, here we go. Rah. Ow. Oh. Oh. Sport. Okay. Yeah. So having the trains fill and then park afterwards isn't actually an option to do, because if we have multiple ignium veins where they have to pick up from different points, we'd have to have certain train sets to one ignium vein and certain train sets to another one, and then it becomes more complicated to do things, because otherwise you could have parking here and a train that's an Indian vein somewhere else might drive all the way over to this parking to stop. Yeah. That's not really a headache, more of a dented frame, I think. Right, how are you doing? Destination is occupied. Train limit reached. So we've got one more alien train than I actually need. So there are currently two trains on the way here. You do fill pretty quickly, so I don't think it's really a problem. And it especially won't be a problem when we can start getting even faster belts, so we can do even more stuff. We're off. Where are we going to? We're going to 80 more drop-off. Excellent. What we go to? Yeah. We are flat out. We're going to turn left. No, we're going straight on. It's interesting, there's another train, not just an Indian train, there's an Ignium train that's using this line that must figure out that it's quicker to go around than it is to go through the centre. That's quite cool. We're going to second. Going through a lot of Ignium here then. No, surely not. Okay, right. I have no idea where my train is. Where did I leave that? It's got one carriage on it. Did I leave it up at the oil? No, I did not. Is it at the factory picking up stuff? Yes, it's there. Okay. So I actually want to go up to the oil. And I just missed an oil train. Dang it. Nope. A broken track here. Right. Okay. Just going to get rid of that random stop that's there. Look. Ah. I fell onto the train tracks. There, this one. What is this one? Stop. Oop, you're not needed. You've not been here for a long time, so yeah. Okay. There's a train coming behind us at some point. Whee. Yeah. Oh, what the? I phased through the train. I phased through the train. That sucks. Hello, there's another train coming. Dunk. Hello. I know where you're going. Let's see. We're going the wrong way. We don't go that way. This roundabout going to start causing problems for us. I don't mind completely rebuilding the junctions. Really don't. I still want to try that random one we found the other day. That has it can do 2 lanes to 4 different destinations without a single lane crossing apart from when they join or disconnect. I should tell my train to meet me up at the oil. Do you have oil? You do have oil posting. Go. Hello, train. You're allowed 1 train. Technically, you could be allowed 2. That's okay. There's no steam running because this is running because this is empty. Why is this empty? What's gone wrong here? You don't have any power. Are you serious? Put the wrong. Low voltage. I put the wrong one on there. Okay, but still, what's going on here? The power? Eh? How can you have no power? But, oh, the turbines don't require power, do they? There's me thinking all this time that's been running. All this time I thought that was running. It was not. Well, there's me disappointed. So now the pumps are running. Hoorah. You're filling full of steam. Excellent. Ah. Oh well, it's giving you all time to catch up. You're burbling away. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Which means we come down this end. And yep, there they are, they're working. And then this one will start working next. But it's got to fill up as it goes. So yeah. How are we doing here? 365,000. 354,000. You've got more than that one, so yeah. So you're on, you're off. Which makes sense because you've got less of a pipe connected to you than that one, so you've got more storage overall. Okay, so this works. We didn't need the evaluator, as was pointed out yesterday. We don't actually need this here. You can do the logic directly on these guys. We can do it if A is less than B, so yep. Start prepare lunch. Oh, I'll have some too. Go on. Whatever it is you're having, I'll have some. So it comes out to there, goes into this one, runs along here, and should go into these guys first. No, it's prioritizing the pump at the end. That's feeding all of these guys first. So these ones have to fill up, which means this pipe has to fill up. Okay, obviously, it's not going to run at speed because we don't have all the robot workstations in. Interesting. Okay, and then you guys aren't getting any steam. Because the pump is facing the wrong direction. Oh. There we go. Okay, so now you guys can start running as well, which will feed into these guys, which will be beautiful. Okay, I did manage to put in loads of ones here, but I haven't got the ones in here. Plus, I don't know what bots even do that yet, and we're not making the bots, so I'm not really bothered about any of that. We'll figure out the bots and the robots and stuff at a later date. We're building to the spec of using them. We're just not using them yet, so everything's running kind of under power. Okay, so now you are not filling, which makes sense because you are. So I filled this one, then it fills that one, then it fills that one, then it fills that one, because that's the order it goes in. Okay, and we get high density oligomite. Still confused as to why sometimes the signal goes yellow or amber. I don't know what that. Blue is I've taken the signal. I've path is reserved. I don't know what yellow is. Or amber. Yeah, these trains are going to be sat here for a while, aren't they? Okay. Right. So we're going to leave that like that, and then we will, once it's finished building up here, we will duplicate that this side. So we'll have two lots of oil systems going, because you need so much olimite and liquid polymer and everything else as well. It's fine. So now, finally, we can go on to doing rubber. But where? Also, I need to actually take this place. So let's go between the rails here somewhere. Where would center-ish be? Probably actually up the here. From current position, fill processing link, and then edit that and put it up to 149 up in the sky, up there. Yep, makes sense because these are going to be going. We're going to have 5 of them, so they're going up to there somewhere. So that would be split between the 2. Awesome. How's the power doing before we go move on? Where are we going to put the rubber though? Where do we actually put the rubber processing? We're not using anywhere near the power we need, that's fine. So we've got those down there, there. We've got quite a few here together. There. That's where the vein was, so that's where we could go for that one. Oil's up here. We've got the explosive factory here. Concrete, which isn't actually concrete yet. This is needs to be changed. This is not what it should be now. They're still using the old flight center. So, and we got this, but this is underground here. I wonder if we could either come to like here somewhere. Maybe the Arctic region? Do rubber in the Arctic region? Let's go and have a quick nose at that. Bonk. Because it's pretty flat. The frozen waves are pretty flat. I think we'll do it here. I think we'll come off here, into here, rubber, drop off one end, pick up the other. What do we need to make rubber? Liquid polymer and high density olimite in a casting machine. Okay. Did we have a rubber? We did have rubber. 32 casting machines. Now, we're not making that much high density olimite at the moment, but that's okay. These, when upgraded with the workstations, will actually create a full belt. So that's why we want to go to 32. But that does mean that it can supply 3 lines with a single pipe. We could have 2 trains drop off to what if we came in from here somewhere, wherever the train track is, here somewhere, came in here, went up to a higher level, had 2 trains unloading to a large pipe connected to a tiny underground tank. And by that I mean one of these with just the cap on top. And the train tracks go on top of this tank. And then the pipe runs off and has pumps that come off of it, feeding the factory that sits above it. I like that plan. And we don't have to use the fancy crossing here because it's not a main junction, it's a turn off. So we can just use the standard zip zip cross cross thing. So is that as far as you can go power line wise? Yes, it is. Okay. So how far is that? Seven-ish tracks. It's not kind of evened. There. I think. Oh, no, hang on, I've got something wrong here. What have I done? What have I done? This one wants to go to left, goes up. You want to connect to that one, not this one. That's what I've done wrong. You want to connect to that one. That. Okay. And then you want to connect to this one. And you want to connect to that one. Like that. There we go. Cool. Then we can disconnect this power line here. And then we can make it tense. So it goes over the top like that. And then we can run another power line into here somewhere. We're probably going to need it. So we want to go up much higher than that. We want to pick a level that the factory is going to be at, and then bury the tanks underneath that. So, okay, let's disconnect these signals. So you come out there. You go in there, which means the chain signal goes opposite. Which means here the chain signal goes opposite than that one. But technically that is correct, actually. That's on the different, that's technically on the same piece of pipe train as that one. It's better there. Okay, and then we have a output there. And an input there. So what height do we want to put this factory at? I'm going to go with, we'll come up to this height. So 136. That height. One, two. Oh no, 1 on 2. There you go. Right. Okay. And then we want to have 2 stops for unloading liquids. A line that goes down here for the pickup, and then comes back up and joins that one, which has to be then be moved every time we increase the size of the factory. We want to do this 4 times. Okay, so let's do that. That will go down that way. These will come along, they would turn, drop off, then go that way, connect to the thing on that side, then come back to here. Load liquid train, liquid unloader. This does not have a station with it, but it unloads everything to a pipe underneath, which is exactly what we want. Right, before I do that though, I need to figure out where the right, let me bring power up here. Actually, go back to there. Fingers and thumbs. You're gonna do the same as these, aren't you? Ding, ba-ding. Oop, oop. Relax the cable. Should technically go up by one because this should be some form of flooring in here, but we'll figure that out in a minute. Let me just put the power line in. There. It seems a much further distance than that one. I did bring that one back a bit though, so that's fine. Okay, where would the next line be? There. You're one too high. Although, I do actually technically want you facing south, because all of these should face south, because that's what I've always done. So let's face you... By that, I mean the satellite dish on it points south. Don't know why. Our stations, they're kind of south. But I think because this one here then points towards our... Yeah, close. Right, but you won't be able to connect to that, will you? Because you're... No, you are. You are in range. That's fine. There we go. Just the only reason, the only way to get on there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Probably the ignium, we do not need that. Okay, what's this? Forest heater. Right, so give me that just so I have some coverage here so I can pick stuff up. I don't need parking for the drop-offs. I do need parking for the pickups, ideally. Now that's not so bad because I think we can put parking here. We can come off here, pop, and go down there. We're going to have 100,000 storage of liquid for the train, so this is going to be fine. Okay, so parking can be done there, yeah, because you can stay up at this height and just do the doop, and the trains pull in, stop. So we can do. We got two here, so we do. That one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that one, and then they have a normal everyday signal there, and the train signal there, and that's the parking. Cool. I will have a straight line going down as well, will I? Probably not. No, we won't need that. Okay, that's fine, because then a train can sit in there. We should snap onto the single points. But if we do that and I get rid of this part here, and then we give you 2 carriages, and then we tell you to go, you will bonk, stop there, and you'll pass that one there. So then we just from there we got 1, 2, and almost with 3, don't we? 4, and back like that. Dink. There we go. And that's our parking sorted. Yeah. We need a train signal here. And there. I'm remembering to put 2 into every bit, so yeah, this one's a chain signal as well, and that's a chain signal, so that doesn't matter down there. That's fine. Okay, so you come up there, boom, and you can either go straight on, which will turn and drop off the oils. There'll be 2 sets, so that means let's have a quick look here. You would come off to, say, there, and then we want to go 3, and then come off to there. Yep, because that allows us to do this crossing thing that we do. Like that. Okay. That actually starts before that line there, so we're good. We're good the moment we pass this. We can put it here, anywhere here. We are going to have 32 casting machines. Let me have a look at the casting machine. Can I get rid of that? I don't want still distilleries anymore. Don't need those. Casting machines. Boom. Can I destroy that? I keep carrying it around with me. I don't need it. They have pipes on either side of them. Okay. Okay, so they're going to sit that way. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of them. The problem is I need to figure out what it doesn't matter what inputs or outputs are. It does matter what inputs or outputs are on. Can I build a flooring here, please? Just of any old size like that. Can I put down a casting machine? Can I put down a transformer? And then connect you to, you can't connect to that one. Well, nope. Okay, let's just bring you over to here temporarily. Boom, boom, there you go. Okay. Right, you are going to do rubber. So, we can rotate them around. Liquid polymer and high density polymer. So if I did, it doesn't matter the order I do them anyway, because we're going to have multiple let's share the liquid polymer pipe and then put the high density on either side. So we do. Damn it. Casting machines, but only give me 20. Okay. So we do that, then that. One floor. There you go. And then you're going to do rubber. And you're going to do rubber. And then you share the liquid polymer in the center. And the high densities on the outside. Now that could potentially run. But we only want 32. But we can run it 3 times off a single pipe. And 0.13 is half of that, so we know that's going to be fine. Even if we're doubling up there, we can run it 3 times. So I could run a high density pipe that way, a low pipe there, and a high density there, and then do 3 layers. There is only 3. That will become 3 belts if I did 3 layers. We can only run 3 in here. 27. Yeah. We can't do 4 because 4 is 108, and it will run the pipe. So it would be too much. So what if I ran this? Actually, hold on. No, that's 2. That's 2 belts. 32, 32. Or we could run it 16, 16. I did it this way. If I did it 16 long and double stacked it, and then put another one next to it, there's our 4 belts. That would offload into a train down here, and then we want to build more. We do the same here and the same here, and we can stack up even higher because I mean that's going to use if I did 16. That's 1 belt. 2 belts, 3 belts, 4 belts. And that would be 1 pipe, 2 pipes. Well, for the 16, that's only 0.2. The one above would be double that. The one on the side would need its own pipe. That would work. That would work. I also might spread that out a bit more so that I can have the belt in the center run down. So both of these unload into the same belt. And we just do 16 long. Okay. 16 times 3 is only 48 tiles. I will need a balancer at the end to make sure all the machines are working rather than just one row of them working. Not that really matters, but I just like the balancers. I like them. I want them. So how big's that? That would be 4. That's add 8. Add 8. Add 2 for the wall. Another 8 for the skirt. That means we're going to go and execute order 66 on this here, and it wants to be 66 tiles long. But that's not including the stations that need to unload first. Okay. So the station to unload is going to be 12. That's the turn in and turn out. And the pump sits on top of that. Okay. Okay, so let me just do this. Bump like that. We've got one more there. So the train we want to load up, this one, I think, wants to be there. And that's the minimum. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. $25 by $25 for the tank. I'm back by one. No, you gotta go for one because I might need to put a signal in here. That looks good. That looks good. And then we want to repeat it over here, like that. Might want to put a gap in between them, especially if we want to do 25 by 25. I'm not sure how wide this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's only 20. So that won't work. So we'd have to go yeah, I need to put in the tank and then put in the tank next to it. Fortunately, the tank's 3 wide, so this is kind of awkward because this actually underneath here isn't even, but that's okay. This is actually, it's not flippable, but that's okay. I can rotate it round. Yeah, I can rotate it round, which puts the pipe on that. So the pipe's on the left side, and if I rotate it, the pipe ends up on the right side. So we do that. That actually comes out this end. Changing that up is easy. Okay. So let's do this. So, okay. Turn off my drones. So the pump is, sorry, the pipe is here, which means we want to go 13 by 25. I don't know how far down I need to go. And this one wants to go 12 by 25. I'm not sure how big this is. The other thing is, it won't even let me put it down unless I have flooring on the. Yeah, it must be placed in the foundation. I can't just put it in the sky to find out how tall it is. How tall is it with a thing on top as well? Let's go. Oh no, I put that there. I put that train there. Yeah. How did train get here? No. Oh. I'll do it. Thank you. So the lower floor is 6, and the top is 5. So we need to go 12 down because we need the floor as well. Actually, kind of awkward. It's going to be deeper down underground than I want it to be. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. You are here. Okay. So this needs to go down by 12. 25 by 25. Down by 12. That would be too small, but I don't want to do. Don't want to. That's too close, so we'd have to go to like there. Rotate it around like that. So this one would be here. And then go 13, that's 18. So yeah, so you can go there. We'll mark all that as well. And we will go there, go 13 across by 25. Then go 25 by 25. And down by 12. Might have to go down deeper than that there, I'm not sure. Should connect up to there, yes. Okay, get that all dug out. Oh, missed a little bit there. Oh. Uh, 25. 25, come up. There you go. Okay, so this is going to be 12 long. That. Let's go one more and then turn out that way. You can't turn that way and join that track. That wouldn't make any sense. Go 13. And turn that way. And then you'll join wherever we need to go on the side over there. That's fine. I could have a track go this way as well so that there's a return for this. I think I'll do that. That will be our loop back. And then the factory will start here. No idea exactly where it's going to start, but 4 wide. And these tanks will have a pipe that comes out, goes underground, and then feeds up through the floor at the start of the factory, and then goes along and feeds to whatever it needs to. Boom, 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 boom. And the floor above will have another pipe. This is going to be the center. The pumps can go off that side and this way, so it might have to go this way a little bit as well, which is fine. Yeah. So this one will be like liquid polymer and will feed out to that one to the center. That one will be high density olympite, which will come up and then will go to wherever it needs to go to via pipes above. Okay. That's the plan. I do not know how long I'm going to carry on for tonight. I'm getting tired. What want you? So you want to have a stop signal there, and a stop signal there, and then not sure why you're telling me we're running the opposite direction. That's weird. You want to have a chain signal there, chain signal there. Why are you telling me that's 2-way? Oh, because I put the stop signal on the wrong side. No, there you go. I'm going to have to go down 66 tiles. Day 3. 33. So that should be the end of the factory there. I'm not going to put in the train station pickup yet. So the center is going to be here. Damn it. There. That's where the pipe's going to come in. The pump is 5. So that means the pipe would come up there. Into the floor above. Which would mean my first casting machine could be there, potentially. Anywhere here. It's there. No power. Of course there's no power. Right, let's get rid of you. And mine out actually. You're on the same level as the rails. We just want to mine out the top layer of that. Up there. Then you're going to hop across the train line.
Hello there.
Mighty Stoosh, hello there, good evening. I hope you're having a good day today. Happy Monday. Yes, indeed. You got one more. Yes, indeed. Oh. Right. This is where stuff gets a little bit... Might have to go deeper down there. Look. Okay, you're going to do a rubber. And you have I could put them on this side. Right, okay. So turn you around. Panel facing away. Okay. And you're going to do rubber. That's where the pipe's going to come up. Beautiful. Okay. I want to have a 2 gap. 1, 2. So there. There's the outside wall. We want to add 3 onto this to make it our standard 4 wide apron that I always do. Battery. Okay. So there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pump comes up and comes up to this guy here. Beautiful. It won't be just the one pipe that comes up. The actual pipe will probably come up here on the wall. Boom, and then run along the whole factory. Means I might move that further away than that. Give ourselves plenty of space there, and then this is going to go rotate round. There's going to be a 3 gap in between there. So this pipe would be high density. It unplugs that one, it unplugs to another pipe that cuts up here. And then this one's going to be low polymer. And it's going to come out, and it's going to come out and have a pump here, and that pipe needs to run along up here and along in between the two, which is going to be a bit more difficult than I would like, but definitely not impossible. Right, output. So grab the pipe. So T-junction there, there. What I got right now is I want to fall asleep, which sucks. Yeah, that goes there. Make it copy pastable. Right, and then we just copy that 16 times to make 32, and that gives us one belt. Missing 1,200. Oh wow, we don't have any we don't have any dibba-dabba-doob. Not if it's put a station either. Let's put it in here. Think set name underscore rock factory save map train the other one add rubber factory, shift click apply. And it crashed. And it crashed. So we still have a problem. Right. Been a lot calmer though. Do. What is going on? Oh, the bug report is doing its thing. Bear image at the moment. It's been a lot. I've been a lot calmer. I do have my mod enabled, but I'm not using it at the moment. But I got the bug even before I had any mods installed. It's something to do with telling a train to come to a certain place, and then you bringing up the destruction tool and highlighting over that place, and it just crashes the game. Are we done? Are we finished? I think we are. Right. Let's see whether this is going to work. The problem is it's not. I can't reproduce it because I can't get a set thing. It happens every single time. Because now I reload the game, I'll go and do exactly the same thing, and it'll work. Oh god, I lost a lot of lining stuff up. Oh, that's going to be awkward. A little bit of lining up. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad. Yeah, but if I for instance tell my train here, we delete that one, we add a stop, which is going to be the rubber. I haven't even put the rubber train in. Hold on. Let's put the rubber. Doop. Boom. Name underscore rubber factory. Boom. So I then go to the map. I click on my train. I add the underscore rubber factory. Save, apply, shift click on that one so it comes here and then we'll stop afterwards. Bring up this and then it doesn't crash. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe it does. Okay. Maybe I can make it reproducible then. The problem is, because I've got mods installed, I don't know whether any of the mods are doing anything wrong. I don't know whether the I don't know where the log files are stored. Channel 3 was app data local, wasn't it? Local channel 3. Local low. Local low. Channel 3 entertainment. Foundry. Let's have a quick look at the previous logs. Right, you can't see what I'm doing here. I just want to. Problem is, I don't know if I can disable the mods I have. Right, anyway, let's try this again. So we go here. Sausage, mashed potatoes, cabbage and toasted sweat. Nice. We snap a train station there. We set the name to underscore rubber factory. Boom. Go to the map. Up at the oil, we have our train. Get rid of the oil processing. We don't want to go there anymore. Add a stop. Rubber factory. Save. Apply. Shift click to tell the train to come here. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to wait for a moment. We can always reload it if it doesn't bug out. So I want to see whether the train arrives without me doing anything with the deconstruction tool. Yeah, the game's crashed. And the only train that I tell to do something, because obviously this save is technically I've reloaded 8 minutes before, so it's the train. It's my train. Let me have a quick look at the log here. Doop, 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 doop. Fortunately, the player log doesn't really give me any information. I'm going to disable the mods. I don't even know if the game will load if I disable the mods. I don't remember what mods I have. I'm not using any of my mod, so none of my recipes are in use. And I don't think I have any other mods that change recipes. Planet. Yeah, my one was the only one that changes any recipes. So let's try it without any mods. Skip. It might not even load. I know it's going through. Okay. So let's do the same thing again. Capper station there. Oh. Rubber factory, save. Map. Get rid of that one. Add a stop. Rubber factory, save, apply, shift click, and where you go. I'm going to go bring the map up and just have a quick look at it. So it stop. It pulls forwards and stop. Let's this train go by. Once that train's out the loop, you can move again. This is a very long loop. This parking should be up here. Crash. I'm going to test one other thing as well. I'm going to send the train to a station that already exists. Yeah, this is the best way to. I like if I find something broken and I can reproduce it, I will try many different things around it so I can narrow down exactly what the problem might be. And then when I can submit it, I can go, well, this is the problem, and I think this is the solution, which I don't know if that helps developers or not at all, but surely it'll put them in the right direction for stuff. So I'm not going to add a station here. I'm just going to tell my train to shift click, go to the mall. And a crash. So that train I built is bugged. Okay. Problem is, I don't know how you. I can't upload the save file because Discord won't let you upload 300 or something megabyte save files. Right, I'm going to go up to the train. We're going to jump in the train and tell it to go somewhere. I want to have a look at the signals. See if I've messed up a signal or something. Get out of it, train. So you configure, shift click, go here. We pull forward up to the signal, we wait for the rest of the signal to be free, and then the game crashes. Not doing it to any other trains there. Trains are going through that area, so the signals aren't broken. Maybe just the signal at the front is broken. Right, I need to load game, open the folder. Oh god, what's this called? Update. It's called update 3, oddly enough. So what is this file? This is update autosave 3. What? Oh, 51 AM. That's not the same timestamp that this has on it. Oh, hang on. Why is that cloud? I don't... I've got Steam Cloud disabled for the game. Right, load. There's now a copy of it. Okay. That's weird because I've got autosave 3 down here as well. Which, and that's the correct timestamp. I'm like, why is that? Because it says cloud. I have. Can you disable cloud save in the game itself? Because I have Steam. No, you can't. I have Steam Cloud disabled. I don't know why it's. Yeah, I will try and delete and re-add the signal. I'll also have a quick look at the other signals that's there. Steam Cloud thing's weird. So I've got it disabled. So I don't know why it would be. Although Steam Cloud overall is enabled technically, but it's disabled for Foundry. So I'm fed up of quitting Foundry and having to wait 10 minutes for it to upload the save file. Thank you for the push. Right, so what could be wrong with this signal? It's all the same as any other one. If I delete the signal, all of them go nuts. They all lose the plot completely because this train is now occupying the area. Put the signal back in. Go. Oh, I should. You drive up to there, you drive past the signal. And then you go. And it doesn't crash. I've gone off on a complete squirrel here, but this is important for the future of the game. I'm pretty sure the save file is 331 megabytes. So I can't upload it to Discord. I don't know what it would be zipped up. Let me try and zip it up. Hold on. What the hell? It's 322 megabytes, sorry. And zipped up, it becomes 320 megabytes. However, what doesn't help there is that for some bizarre reason, the cloud folder for Foundry, Windows tells me, oh, be careful, some weird thing might be happening here. It's like, no, go away. It's fine. It's my... I don't have add to archive. WinRAR installed. I don't have add to archive. Tools. What's happened is this another thing that Windows broke that I wasn't aware of. Integration. Integrate cascade list. Okay. Now. There we go. WinRAR. Add to archive. See if we can do better than the Windows compression thing. No, we can't. It goes from 322 and 314 meg on disk to 313 megabytes on disk. So I reckon they're zipping up already anyway. It saves a player log. I don't know if it saves a crash report anywhere. I'm not sure. Right, so when the train comes by, do these all turn blue? Yes, they do. So you are getting the right alignment. So you can manually drive past that signal. No, the road can't be broken because we just disconnected this signal and came back again. Go there. You stop at the signal. I don't know why you stopped at the signal. Why have you stopped at the signal? And as soon as it tries to pass that signal, it crashes every single time. So I do have a repeatable bug. That's nice. That's nice. Right. Okay. So I need to. So I've got the backup. I've got a backup of the save. So I have that. So I can do that. But now we know, and we can load the game. We can continue on. Okay. Right. So I've got a broken signal. Well, I'm going to test something. I'm going to fly up. I'm going to save the game right in front of that signal, and then move forward, and then save it and reload it, and then because it'll be saved then without any mods. And then if it does crash on a reload, we know that it's definitely that one signal, which is weird. But I would hope that they'd be able to like literally edit the map out and be like, what's wrong with that signal? And probably nothing. There's probably nothing wrong with that signal. That'd be the problem. Right, let's go back up there then. I'm just wondering whether the thing that would, if I save this now and reload it and it doesn't crash, then I don't know whether, I mean, mods, I haven't got any mods that affect the rails. I've got one mod that checks what trains are available to you, but that doesn't actually do anything to the chain. Nothing I've got changes rails or signals in any way, shape or form. Boop, 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 boop. Save as crash test. Save. Right. Okay. Go. Crash. Right. Oh, I didn't reload it. Oh, that's fine. We'll reload it now. Load. Crash test. Doesn't ask me anything about mods because they were disabled, so it doesn't have any mods technically in it. We're going to have a check of the memory as well. It's only using 12 gig. Right. Bing. Dink. Crash. Didn't even get there this time. Obviously, the signal was free, so it's trying to pass past the signal. Right. Load game. Load game. Doop, 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 doopy doop. So remove that. Replace it. No. Nope, still getting a crash now. Hmm. Yep, I deleted the signal and I put it back in again. So let me delete that signal. Okay, I'm going to fly over to here. I'm going to fly back again. I'm going to grab a signal, put it in there. Tell this to go to the mall. Stop. Come back. I'm going to do that signal again. I'm then going to copy this one and paste it there. And then tell you go to the mall. Was that was the only difference in doing it? I copied that one instead of building a new one from my inventory. Okay, you're all green. You should go now. So copying the signal. It must copy some data to do with the signal. Those signals were placed down with the duplicator mod. If I place a brand new signal down from my inventory, it doesn't crash. But if I copy the signal and paste it, it does crash. But I didn't think signals had any data involved in them. Can signals be connected to the data network? Is that a thing? Where would you plug them in though? Underneath? No. No, because they're not in a tile there. That's not actually kind of is, but no, they can't be connected to the data system. Invalid target, no target to copy from. So, right, tell you what, we'll get rid of that one. I'll come down here to the last one. Because this one works, so the trains keep coming past this one. I'll copy that one. As I said, some of these in here were put down with a duplicator mod. Paste that one there. Oh. I wonder if they've been copied in an invalid state. Like copied whilst they're blue and the duplicator mod has put them down whilst they're in like their blue mode, even though they changed colour. So it potentially is a mod problem. I suppose there's a nice easy way to find out. If I delete you, it's going to cause you to do weird things, but that's fine, you go. Then I'll come down here and I'll copy the second one and I'll put it up the end. Like that. I don't know where you're going to go to. You might not pick the M1, you might pick the one before it. So you picked a random one. Okay. One of these could be broken, who knows? Who knows? No, that one's clear. So the train's coming back now to here, that's fine. You stop there. So the next train that comes hurtling through here should go to the end one. Because they always do, they always go up to this end one here. Although the M1 doesn't actually have a... It's missing one of them. Let's see, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You're going to go to that one. Right, okay. Are you avoiding that signal because it's broken? I'm sure that was all going through the end one last time. Right, I'll tell you what, you go backwards. Please don't crash into another train. Go backwards back here. I'm going to tell you to go stop to the mall. I don't know which one's the fastest one technically. You've chosen that one, so you've avoided these two. Oh no, no, we crashed again. Okay. Yeah, because I have middle click on my one set to copy, and it copies both, just copies and copies with recipe on the same button. So if something has recipe, it will copy it with recipe. If it doesn't, it will just copy it as blank. So you'll see sometimes the error comes up at the top of the screen saying no recipe to copy. Because I know the duplicator mod copies stuff in... It copies stuff. It makes complete copies of what's available. So if these, or one of them, was the blue type, which is path allocated, it would have copied with that status. This might have been a problem I've been having for a long time, actually. And I have been using the duplicator mod since I started playing and copy and pasting rails all over the place. I'm going to delete these ones down here as well. Like these, all these ones are copy pasted with duplicator, all of them. Oh, if only there was a save game editor so I could go in and have a look at the current state of the signals. But you see, if I middle click this, it says at the top invalid copy with settings target, but it copied the train signal, which makes me worried. Oh god, what are you going to do? You're going to freak out? You're going to explode? I don't know what you're going to do. So I'm going to put in all these guys again at this end. Of course, the problem is it might not even be one of these signals this side. It might be one of these this side. Here you go. I have no idea so you've chosen the last one, which is what they were choosing before. But it's interesting that was the track that they mostly chose, was the very last one. But it's interesting, they always seem to choose the last one and they avoided like the first two. And I wonder if that's because the signals, because the train obviously is going, hey signal, what's going on? And the signal goes, no, we're busy, you can't come this way, even though it's free, because it still thinks it's busy when it got copied. So you're going to use the last one as well. And then they should technically use this one, then this one, and this one in that order. I don't know why that one chose this train, but anyway, now I've replaced them all. Let's try this train again. Go to them all. Let's see what happens. No, you crashed still. It could potentially be any one of those signals. Anywhere in my train system. Because lots of long runs I have copied. I don't see why the duplicator mod though would do that. Why? That's me clutching at straws. I don't know. I know it copies stuff. It could also be up at the mall. It could be a broken signal up at the mall. Let me put this signal here because this one should be here anyway. No, it's not a new station. That train has been parked there for a long time. But the thing is, even when I don't go to the mall, when I tend to go to the rubber station, it goes wrong. So you go up, And you pick the last one, which makes sense because that's the closest track, closest one. But if I was to block that one, like that. You pick that one instead, which is a little weird. Yeah, it hasn't been used for a while, but it has been used previously though. It's been driving around doing stuff. Because this is the art train, it's full of, it's got lots of building blocks inside it. This would just get into, I'm just going to delete everything out of it. Go away, go away. Weird. So you're now using this one. Rather than the second one, they're choosing to use this one. I never did understand the ordering of trains. I would have thought they'd have gone to this track, because this is technically the closest one. Then go to this one, then go to that one, then go to that one. I don't know. There's no way for me to see the actual pathing to find out if the rails are broken somewhere. Now, if the rails were broken somewhere, it would tell me. When I bring up this, it would show a different. You picked that track, which is not the one that the other train picked. I don't know. Oh, that could... my brain just went... When I'm putting these tracks down, obviously I copy-pasted lots of them with Duplicator. Could it have... like, not connected the rails up properly? As in, it thinks this, and this is all connected, it's all one piece of track. But that wouldn't make any sense because it would block that train there. It's weird though, because I haven't had a crash with a train since we fixed the oil down here that was broken. And I think I messed up the way the tracks work down here, which is what I think I broke there. But potentially that is trying to path either out of here and through these and failing. But the other trains don't fail. Like you're a new train. Let's add a stop of Why do I have a station called rubber pickup that's not on the grid? Did I start building a rubber thing somewhere? That's confused me. I've got glass pickup and rubber pickup. Glass pickup might have been a mistake named here. Hold on. No, it's glass drop off. Why do I have a station called glass pickup? That's not on the grid. It's not drivable to. Where? No rail stations found with this name. Oh no, I have a train configured trying to find glass pickup. That's what that is. Sorry, I thought there was a station available that wasn't. Twat. Nope. Okay. Go to the factory. Then go to the oil processing. Apply. Go. You can go through the first one here. Fine. That shouldn't be a problem. Yes, because I have a glass train and a rubber train, which are looking for stuff to go to. What are you waiting for? Why was that allocated? You've been here for ages. Weird. Go on. Go on. I don't like that signal being yellow all the time as well. I don't know what this means. Oh, you've gone now. Okay. I'm so confused as to why it's yellow. It does turn red though, that's fine. Right, can I might need to go to like here somewhere. There we go. Take that track up instead. Oh, there's a train coming in this one. Using the second track. Oh, which I thought that signal was broken. I thought the second track signal was broken. It's apparently not. Is it the train? Is it the train itself that's broken? Could it be the train itself? Let me try deleting and replacing the train. And then boink. Okay, configure, add stop. Go, not home, not home. Home's a bad place. You can't get out home. Go to the mall. Apply. Go. Oh, you're not connected. I think the train itself was broken. I don't think it's the signals. Boom. Interesting that I can't. So I want to connect these two up, for instance, and oh, it did connect that time. Okay. The train schedule is stored in the carriage. Okay, go then. See if you crash. Do you crash the game? You do. Maybe the carriage is broken. This is a weird one. I didn't know that the carriages, but so the train is one whole entity. So if you disconnect the train, then connect another one to it, the signals. Okay. We need to try things. We've gone. We'll do rubber another time. we'll do rubber another time. Let me test something here. So I get a train. Okay. Get a carriage. Let's add home. Apply. Okay. Boom. Boom. Configure. Has home in there. Destroy the train. Connect a train to this one. Dum, it is connected. Configure. It does. It does. So the system, the schedule is the whole thing. So if I was to put that there, okay, let's do this. So boom, boom, and then we'll remove this one and this one, and then we'll attach a monitor there. It is. So not only does the train engine, but the carriages as well store all the data. Right. Well, we know this one crashes, so let's delete the engine, the thing, and then we'll add a new carriage onto you and tell you to go. You're just going to stop and do nothing. Crash. So I reckon that train's data is broken. It has been past that station for quite a while. And it's been waiting for a signal for ages and ages and ages, but it's never going to get. Because I put it in there just as a temporary, go there and stop thing. I wanted to go and fill up on blocks and then come back to that station and just sit there forever and not move anymore. Hence why it's got the random wait for a signal from data connection, which is never going to get. Never going to get a data signal. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift right click, copy the train, and then I'm going to delete the train. Think. Think. I'm going to put the train back in. And we'll put in the, I don't remember how many it had in it, but that's fine. We load it up. It should have the same. It did. Oh no, hold on. Shift click to paste. Ah, became blue. Became blue. Nice. So I can paste the train onto the wagon. Nice. Configure. Boom, boom. Go. So the train was broken. The train itself was broken. It had some form of invalid data, and it was possibly trying to path to somewhere that doesn't exist. Ooh, don't crash. Okay, so if I do that, just say come here, and you will now stop there. And then you've been waiting here forever because you can't move on because you're never going to receive the signal. So I then tell you to go to the mall after you've gone there and you couldn't get that signal. Oh, it stopped. It stopped. Ooh. Oh, it crashed. So is it something to do with waiting for the data signal? Although, if it's got an invalid program and I copy-paste the program, it would be invalid, wouldn't it? Yeah. If the train's program is invalid and I copy paste it, it will copy that invalid program. How it got an invalid program, I don't know. But I'm going to try and reenact this again. Okay. Didn't copy it this time. Okay. We haven't copied it. So put you in. Put you in. Configure. Add stop. Go to mall. Add condition. Right into full. Apply. Autopilot. You're fine, you're happy, you're wonderful. Okay. Stop. Come back. Any other trains coming yet? No, we're okay. So, stop. And now, you want to go to oil processing. So we're going to do this. So, add a stop. Oil processing. Add a condition. Wait for signal from data cable. Science pack must equals 1. Winning. Flight. Go. Okay. Bink, you arrive here. You can't do anything because you've got no data signal from here. It's fine. Now go to the mall after you fail to receive your data signal and the game crashes. I may have actually found a repeatable bug, a replicable bug. So get rid of this train. Put in a new train there with a carriage. Configure. Let's go to oil processing. And I'm going to say just wait until full. And then I want to go to the mall. And also I want wait until full. Apply. Go. I want to try something else that's going to cause it to stop here and wait. Unless this, I mean, this isn't on the track technically, but that shouldn't matter. So, bonk, you get to here, and then you can't do anything because you're waiting. Now we tell you to move on. You don't crash. Stop. Come back. Let's try a different data signal. Stop. Oh god, oh god, oh god, bow! Autopilot. Oh no, you're going to crash over and over, aren't you? Yeah, that's fine. So configure. Where is that? Add. Wait for data signal. Let's try something else. Let's try and wait for mining drones become greater than quarries. Apply. Okay. So you're waiting for a data signal that doesn't exist and will never exist. Because this isn't connected to the data system. So, I then tell you to manually move on. And the game crashes. I don't suppose anybody in chat has Foundry available with some trains open to see if you can get this to repeat on your save. I'm going to try it with a different train. I'm going to try it with a completely different train. We're going to go and find a different train. There should be one over here somewhere. bum, 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 bum. Right, we'll ignore you. We'll leave you alone. So if I come over here, you stop. I don't know where you were going to, but stop. Okay, go backwards. I think you're going to here, aren't you? Where was your low density on my pickup, which is here? Okay, so go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Stop. Just stay there. Okay, configure schedule. So wait until full or inactive for 300 seconds, or a data signal of the science packs become equal to science packs. Apply. Oh no. Actually, yes. We're only testing stuff. Fine, do it. Ding. Now you might move on straight away because you're technically full. Or you will fill up. Okay. What are you waiting for now? Heading to low density or you might drop off, waiting for a clear path. Yeah, yep, yeah, I completely agree. Your won't happen. Are you still waiting for a clear path? This is badly designed. There's too many stations on a single run here. Because you're waiting for this train right up here. When you should be able to pull out and go without any worry about that. Right, so you're gone. You're okay. You're happy. Right, okay. So, turn off. Come backwards. No. You can stop. Configure schedule. So let me put that to the top. Okay. You come down here, you stop. I don't know why you stop for so long, but you should instantly. You do instantly go on. I'm full. That's okay. Right, so you go by. Okay, right. So that's not causing the invalid state. I know it's not a thing. It's not waiting for that signal. But so what if I was to adjust your scheduled to add an OR in here and wait until full? Or wait until empty. Okay, you won't over processing because you're full. Then if I need to move on, no crash. Is it just if there's only a data signal? Let's move the data signal up to the top. Okay, so go there. you actually turned off your... there you go. Okay, and now we tell it to move on. No, we got a crash. Oh, but then again, I did move it to the top. I'm trying to think if the other crashes I've had, I had any trains that had a data signal controlling them. I can't think of any. I did that just on a whim to tell it to just stop there. Because I wanted it to go and fill up on blocks and then come back and stop. So go backwards. And then autopilot. Go to oil processing. Then you've got to drive straight through oil processing. And then you go off. And you don't appear to have any problems. So, boom. And then so you stopped here, waited. Now go to that one. You stop and wait for a line. That's fine. But you crash again. That's really strange. So Harper, hello. We did initially think that was the problem. I removed the signals and then replaced them because I thought there was a problem with the signals. And it worked once and then crashes every time afterwards. And now I thought it was a problem with the data signaling. Like it was waiting for a data signal. But it's not. Unless it's the station. Unless it's the oil processing station that's broken. Unless it's this station that's got some problem with it. Let me delete the station. Okay, and then we'll put the station back in. But I'll put the station in there. So it's completely on the track rather than away from the track. Lima station, so you're going to back off. Think like that. Okay. So, wow. So, autopilot. Waiting at all pressing. Okay. Now, I tell it to go to the mall. And it crashes. I am confused. It's definitely a problem with this train. It is definitely a problem with this train. That was me randomly clutching at straws. Okay. That one. Go there. Head to oil processing. You're oil processing. Okay? You're waiting for a signal that will never happen. Now, go on to the mall. You come here, you stop. That's fine. Because the line is in use. Don't know what the hell you're doing. And you're stopping. Don't know what random thing they pick is weird. And then you're going to get priority over this train. How is that? That's so stupid. The train segment should register every train that arrives, then do them in order. But I don't have a clue how trains. That's yeah. Right, you're green now. Go. 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 You're waiting for a clear path. There was a clear path. Go. You're not crashing. You blue? Is it because I painted the train blue? You can't be serious. You'll go all the way down there to the roundabout and it will come back again. I mean, I have that colour saved. There. I didn't, because I missed that. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm not staying on this save. Here you come. Right, so you are waiting. Okay. Shift click, docking at them all. And it crashes, but if I normal click, it doesn't crash. Because I think I normal clicked last time. Is it to do with the shift clicking, the telling the train to dock? Because docking means go to that station and stop. I was about to get very offended that the game wouldn't let me paint my train blue. Very offended. But no, that wouldn't make any damn difference to the train itself. The color of it wouldn't make a. So right. So if I configure this and I don't shift click, I just click this button here. So the autopilot enables. The train will stop because it's got to wait for a free signal because I really have messed this up. And then it drives through perfectly well. So it's the docking. It's Urkel's fault. So if you click on it normally, let me go over to this train here. If you click it normally, it enables the autopilot at that station. So it'll go to that station, then it will go through the autopilot. If you shift click, it will dock at that station and then disable the autopilot. So it's basically go to station and stop. And that's what I've been doing all this time. I've been shift clicking because I want the train to go and then stay there and not come back. And I have been using that shift click thing since Urkel told me about it a few months ago. However, I have had a couple of crashes where I haven't used the dock thing, where the game just crashed when I'm in a train randomly, which I think was messed up from my oil thing was messed up. So I wonder if the docking logic can't figure a path out all the way through all of this. It just can't figure it out. It's like, I don't know what to do here. There's too many signals. There's too many. I don't get it. I don't get it. I wonder if that's the problem. I would like to redo this though, because this is not ideal. This is taking way too long for the trains to get going to where they want to go to. Also, I shouldn't have these signals in here. They should leave or join from the outside track. They shouldn't ever have this connection between the two. Let's just click on this guy. Actually, no, I need the chain signals because otherwise trains that stop here go pull up and park like here, waiting for that train to be free, so they block the whole line. We've had it for trains come down and they stop at the wrong place. These ones probably should be, but then I'm a little concerned that a train might come down, pull up and stop behind, waiting for the train, because it sees to the signal and then goes, oh well, I can drive to here and I'll stop and wait for the train there, which will not be ideal. So let's see if I can tell this train to shift click there. Go. And there's a crash. So it's this segment of railway there's too many signals for the system to work out, and the docking thing, shift clicking crashes the game. That's much easier to sort out, but probably the shift clicking works fine. It just doesn't work on this map that I built. Okay. So we're fine. I just can't use the shift click thing, which I need to get used to. So I should be able to enable them all. Run the game in the mod kit does units give you? I don't actually know. Let me load the cloud save. Right. So if I was to put a station in here, rubber factory, save, go to the map, click it. So yeah, so if I shift click, it's trying to figure a path out from here to here, but it's trying to figure it out through all of these signals, and it's just too much for it. But the normal system can work with it, which I don't quite get. Probably because the normal system is actually trying to dock inside here, so it's not trying to look through every single one of them. I know how I could fix that as well. I could do a little bit of parking here, which connects to this one. A little parking here, which connects to this one. A little parking connects to that one. Parking that one. Parking that one. And then parking which connects to that one. Each one can have its own individual parking with a single exit line. So the parking crosses the track to go into here. So all the trains sit here and wait for this one to be free and then go into it. And this one. So each station has its own individual parking. Which is probably why it's worked in so many other places, because I've only got a couple of stations. I haven't really got mega ones. I wonder if there's a limit on how many stations it can look through. Anyway, if I delete this guy and I add a new stop and I set it to be the rubber factory, save. And I tell it the condition is going to be wait until empty, apply, and then I just tick. Well, I just click this one. I don't shift click it. I just click it. We'll wait for a moment, and we'll see whether the train moves or whether the game crashes. He's waiting for something. Could be that train there. Yeah, this is taking way too long. Yeah. So any train parked has got to wait for the train to be completely off this track before it even starts to leave. Which is sensible. There you go, he's moving. Right. Okay. Yeah, now you're using the whole track up. And until you actually basically pass wherever you want to get to. So yeah, so now you're moving because you pass this one here. We can go. Yeah, I think I need individual stops for each station. Yeah. You're going to come down here, you're going to drive along here, and you're going to stop here somewhere. There. Yep, because you can't drive down there because there's a train in the way. Some foolish carpenter put a train in the way. Bing. Now you come up here and now you tell me if you can pass this signal. But you can. Excellent. Okay, cool. So that's fine. I'll go with that. Nice. Okay. Okay. So it only took an hour and a half to figure out that it's a docking bug. But still, we know it exists now. So I can go on to Discord and try and describe it. I haven't had it happen anywhere else. I haven't had it happen other places. So maybe it's just here. I said maybe this is a bit much for it. But I have the save file, so if and when we have Circle again, we can go. Straight. Does your docking system work differently to the normal train system? And then we'll know. Right, I'm going to do this here. In fact, it is 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, it was about an hour and a half trying to narrow down that crash. Wow. But we have the places. I need to wait for these to be emptied into here because I want to put a tank in here, and hopefully with a top on it, and it will fit underneath that. I'd like to put a layer of dirt on top of it as well, really. So I'm probably going to go down one more, or two more, or several more. We'll figure that out. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to be doing rubber, which is fine. And then you will share the polymer in the center, and the outside will be the impure. So this will be the high density olimite. Will come in with a big pipe underground. It would have a pump off of it, which pumps up here, comes up to the correct height, and then just runs all the way along. Boom. And then goes up another floor, runs all the way along another floor above. It will have a shared polymer one sensor. This one will be polymer. So it will come in and you have a pump that will pump off here, run along, pop up here where it needs to, and then come along that way. And then the high density will have another pump, possibly on this side, which will go up. Because we are 32, we use that. So we could run 32, 64, 96. We can run 96 casting machines off of a single pipe. So if I do 16 there, setting up a new phone's a pain. It can be. Unfortunately, I've gone from Google phones to Google phones, so I just copy, or Android to Android, and just copies. $96 divided by 16 is 6. So if I did 16, we could go up technically 6 on a single pipe. And that would be the same here in the center, because it uses half the amount, so therefore it can do with double the allot, so it can do with 2 of them up and that. So if we did this and went up by 6 a go, That'd be 6 belts. I think that's going to be the way to go. Because we're going to need a lot of rubber. Oh. Yep. Okay. Output. There we go. We can just copy paste this. So if we put one on top like that, and then went 2, because that's the nicest way to do things, that's where we'd want to put this one. So if I also copy that to there, confirm copy, and drag it up by 1. Oh, I actually want to drag it up by, well, I said 6. That's if we went 16 long. I could drag it up by 3 if we went 64 long, or 32 long. And that would still be a set. So 32, 54, 96. And it's, how much is it? 3,300 per minute. So 300 times 96 is 28,800. 2,600 divided by 300. Yes. So it's 120, not 128. So we can't quite run four lines off it. We'd be short by a couple. So it's best to run 3 and then deal with it that way. So yeah, so if we went up by 3 like this, and then did another 3 there, which would be 6. That's one belt. It's not even 1 belt. Hold on. Yes, it is with bonuses. So I need to figure out the bonuses as well. I need to put in the workstations, which I don't have any of, but they're going to sit on the ends here, and there'll be some there, and then the reverse around there'll be some on the end here, feeding into them, because I can't put them in the center or do anything that way because we can't get enough in there. So okay, this is obviously not where this is going to go. Right, I'm going to leave this one here for today, and we will come back tomorrow. We will do some more. Stop. Go backwards. I need you to go back onto the main track. I need you to go and fill up with flooring. Stop. Go to the mall. I've just been taken by a train. The SD card in the old phone is smaller than the SD card slot in the new phone. Oh, so the SD card in the old phone is a micro SD? No, wait, hang on. No. Oh no, see, when I did my phone, I had them both connected to the Wi-Fi, and it just said, do you want to transfer the data? I'm like, yes, do it. I don't have any building blocks on me. Yeah, I'll put them all down here. Okay. Well, that's why you've gone off to pick up building blocks, and then you'll come back here again and stop, which would be excellent. Okay. So yeah, so let's leave this, and then we'll put the tanks and stuff in tomorrow. They want to go into there, which obviously I need to do that, and then have the thing put on top of them. I'd like to have a layer of like dirt or something on top of them as well, so they're not visible. Although they don't have to be dirt, it could be actual powered flooring. I'm just wondering. Load. Right. Okay. Liquid train unloader wants to go in there, and you do want to be that side, yes. And then we just change up the plugs on the end. That's fine. So you're at that height, and then you need to come down to plug into a tank here. So the tank needs to go forward by at least 3. So I can get a pipe out of here, down and into the tank. Okay, that's fine. We'll just cut you out here. Also not convinced this is going to be deep enough, but go 3 and then yeah. Yeah, you should, if it's Android to Android, there should be a way in the settings to just say transfer to new phone, and then it connects to the Wi-Fi on both of them and transfers all the data and everything over. But when I set up my latest phone, my Google Pixel, actually, I didn't do that. I purposely went, no, I don't have any old data. I want to start completely afresh with this phone because I had apps and stuff installed. I was like, I'm not playing any games on my phone or anything anymore. I don't do that anymore. Spent enough doing that, so no. Okay, we shall await the train to return, and it will return tomorrow, no doubt. Yeah. So let's leave this one here and come back tomorrow. Bye. Yeah. So I have no I have the rest of this week off work, but I have no intention of starting any streams earlier or something, but they might run later because I don't have to get up in the morning or afternoon or whenever I get up. I don't have work in the afternoon. That's what I should say. So we might do some later streams, but I don't know. But I probably won't be doing anything earlier. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Our phones, the Hawaii, but my bank says it's too old. Oh, you know, I've got the opposite problem here actually. I've got a phone that's too new for some apps, which sucks. A Moto G06. I had the Moto G6 many years ago. That phone's like 15 years old now or something, I think it is. So the G6 Power, brilliant phone, like lasted like 8 days on a single charge. It was great. Yeah, I haven't, I don't know. I got the Google Pixel, and I probably won't buy another Google Pixel. Not that they're bad phones, It's just that I love the Motorola's for having simple you can check the phone to turn the torch on. You can like flip the phone forward to turn something else on. It's got these. No other phone does it, and it's just like, oh, why? Why does no other phone do that? Right, let me just have a look, see if there's anyone we can raid out here doing something or other. There is... do you know what? I'm not going to raid anybody today. Nope, we're not going to raid anybody today. We're going to bring it to a close here and just stop. Yeah. Save game as stream. Nope. Stream. Nope. Third time's a charm. Stream 41. Save. Woot. Nice. Only 179 hours because we didn't get as many in today because, yeah. Okay then. Right. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.